Now, when you're starting as a freelance writer or even a blogger, there's a few things that you can invest money into to help your productivity. Now, of course, there's also a lot of stuff that you can invest in that'll just be a waste of money. I'm Mike with WriterSanctuary, and today I'm going to share the 7 most important investments I made when I first started writing in 2012. Before we get started, if you can hit the like button, help the channel out. For more videos about freelance writing or blogging, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always hit me up on social media, on Twitter and Facebook, or use the contact form on WriterSanctuary.com's website. Okay, so I think the most important investment that I made, or one of them anyway, is that of my chair. Now, when I first started writing, I had this Walmart special that was really bad on my back and my butt. And there would be days where it would just get so sore that I would focus more on the pain than on actually writing. It was a $25 cheapie from Walmart. But then I decided to invest a little bit of money into something more decent. So I bought a $200 Serta from Walmart, and it made a huge difference. My lower back and my ass didn't hurt as much anymore, my legs stopped hurting, and I found it was far easier for me to continue working throughout the day and sitting at my desk. Because when you're sitting at your desk for 16 hours a day, it'll wear you down. So definitely the $200 Serta chair was a huge step up from what I had before. In fact, I was able to maintain a workflow so well that my pay increased per week on using content mills between $50 and $75. That's how much of a difference it made when I was able to actually be comfortable sitting at my desk and writing the whole time. Now, my second investment was definitely the second monitor. Actually, upgrading my monitors in general is what made a huge difference in my freelance writing. Now, when I started, I was on a 19-inch widescreen monitor that I had left over from the computer center, and it was working okay, but then I'd wind up having like a ton of tabs open across the top. Then I'd have to switch back and forth between the tabs, and when I was doing research or when I was writing for a content mill and stuff like that. But then I slapped that second monitor down on my itty-bitty desk I was using, and it made a huge difference. At that point, I was able to keep all of my research materials on one screen while I was writing on the other. So instead of having to flip back and forth between tabs, which is quite inconvenient, all I had to do is look over. It was just one of those time-saving things that made a big difference on how quickly I can get an order done. Of course, it also depends on the type of order I was writing, but having that second monitor makes a huge difference. In fact, it's made such an impact that even when I travel and I stay at a hotel and I bring my laptop along, I'll hook the TV up to it. Now, it's kind of hard to work on that big giant TV sitting on the counter at the hotel, but still kind of convenient because I can throw movies on it or whatever while I'm working. And when I stayed at the hotel, I had my second monitor and the TV hooked up at the same time, so essentially I had 3 screens. Perhaps the third biggest investment I made for my career was my desk. In the beginning, I had a $35 cheap desk from Walmart. It was one of those mainstays that was falling apart, but I needed a little bit more space. Now I've got a fairly large desk that can handle both my 27-inch widescreen and the 22-inch widescreen, and then I have space for my notebooks, and my coffee, and the game systems I stream. So all the stuff that keeps me productive, no matter what I'm writing for, whether it's WriterSanctuary or the gaming channel, I have everything within arm's reach. Now, you probably don't need a desk as big as mine. In fact, I'm thinking about getting a bigger one. I was just perfectly fine on that small desk, but it is handy at the most part for having the space for my notebooks, because then I can write all my notes by hand, because I do a lot of that still. Another really big investment you can make is proper lighting, especially if you plan on staring at a screen all day. I'm prone to headaches, so if I write in the dark, it wreaks havoc on me. So having a good, well-lit area is greatly beneficial. I think it's probably the only thing I miss about the old house, because I was surrounded by windows, even though most of them were covered because I was too bright and there was a lot of sun coming in, which heated up the office. It was still quite a bit of natural light that came in, so it was nice. At any rate, having good lighting can make a difference. Another great top investment is having a blog or portfolio that's online. This is so that potential freelance writing clients can find you. Of course, you want to make sure you have a contact form. Personally, I have too many blogs. But your blog can be like your base of operations for your freelancing career. It helps you come off as more professional, and you can produce some sample articles on it that might entice somebody to contact you. And then when you slap it into something like LinkedIn or in your bio for Twitter or Instagram, you can generate more views that way, or at least more interest. Just never underestimate the power of a blog, especially one that's not on a free system. If you self-host your blog, it looks more professional. So instead of michaelbrockbank.wordpress.com, I just send people to michaelbrockbank.com. I own the site. Another top investment, at least for me, is exercise equipment. What does exercise have to do with writing? A lot, actually, and if you've seen any of my past videos, I explained why. There's been a ton of studies out there that link exercise to the power of the brain. The more physically fit you are, the more fit your brain is. And if there's one organ in your entire body that freelance writers rely on, it's the brain. The fact a good workout first thing in the morning can do everything from energize you and motivate to tackle the tasks to improving your memory and cognitive abilities. I'll link to a study in the description down below so you can read for yourself, but exercise does a lot more than just help you lose weight. And lastly, probably one of the most important things you can invest is time. Time to learn and grow and hone your skills as a writer. When I started, if I wasn't writing for clients on content mills or blogging, I was going through Google learning how to write in AP style English. Because the more you know how to write in AP style, the better. So I spent an incredible amount of time going through Google, going through different blogs, reading everything I possibly could, taking all the notes from what the editors say to content mails and what I need to fix, mostly commas. But I would spend hours going through it every day. If I wasn't working, I was learning. Because everything I learned back then helped me become the success I am today. And the best thing about getting time to learn and grow is that it doesn't cost you anything. But it's perhaps one of the biggest things that will influence how much money you make in the long run. So there you have it. Those are my top 7 investments for freelance writing that helped me get to where I am today. I think out of all the things I've spent money on, it's a toss-up between my monitors and my desk, or probably my chair. Now, this chair is no longer the $200 cheapie. This one cost me a few extra bucks, and I have to get a new one. But having the monitors, especially like I use a 27-inch screen, mostly because I need new glasses, and having the bigger screen definitely helps me read what I'm doing. And it also looks cooler when I'm playing games. I'm telling you, I think aside from time, the chair and the monitor has made the biggest impact. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. For more videos about freelance writing, Textbroker, WordPress, blogging, everything else I cover, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I think it's going to do it for me today. I'll see you on Friday.